It's not a very common gun, and it's not one that gets customized very often. Yeah, but I've never been a big fan of the G36, mainly because of its design. But what I can't deny about the G36C, or rather the SSR63C as Novritsch calls it, probably due to some licensing reasons, what I can't deny is that they've really made an interesting innovation here when it comes to fixing the outer barrel into the plastic upper of the body. Normally, the barrel was fixed in place using a plastic collar, and the metal barrel itself only started somewhere up front near the gas block. Here, the barrel is really like a tube that extends all the way into the frame, where it's firmly fixed in place by a pair of collars. So it's a noticeably better solution. The chamber is better out of the box compared to, say, a standard JG or CA, but it still wasn't quite perfect, and we had to struggle with it a bit to make a good guide sleeve to prevent the mid-cap syndrome. As for the external finish, it doesn't exactly impress, but it doesn't disappoint either. The external finish isn't like that of a licensed Umarex, but at the same time, the price is significantly lower, and the handguard that's on the gun is nicely aged. What bothers me a bit, though, is actually the slant in the middle part of the gun, where the handguard extends slightly in front of the start of the sights, and when I want to use, for example, a 40mm suppressor, the suppressor already presses against the handguard. It would need to be shortened by, say, 2mm, or you could put in a 2mm spacer. As for the rest of the configuration inside the gearbox, we again went with the popular F2 from PolarStar, where depending on the different hop-up chamber, there was also a different nozzle length. We had to machine the nozzle on a lathe again, or rather modify the original PolarStar nozzle on a lathe. We routed the hose downward because running it to the back through the folding stock hinge just wouldn't work at all. We really would have had to make such extensive modifications that we would have compromised the structural integrity of the weapon, and we didn't want to go down that road. We used standard Delta magazines. They are dimensionally the same as those in Specna arms and fit this weapon perfectly. At this point, we've ended up with a really interesting rifle from that G, which, thanks to its barrel length, can deliver impressive performance even at relatively low pressures. And for that price, I really can't complain about the gun. As the cherry on top, though it probably won't be visible in the video, I'll have myself deleted. Novritsch marking so it wouldn't stand out too much, and we actually created some custom markings based on customer requests. So I believe the customer might really like it, because this definitely belongs among the nicest G36s, and as far as configurations go, it's certainly one of the top G36s.